The future of Iran is right here in front of me. A few blocks from here, there is a new monument in Washington, D.C., dedicated to one of America's founding fathers, Dr. Martin Luther King. Dr. King was labeled a lot of things during his fight for freedom. Many of his detractors and critics called him names. Sounds familiar? They called him names and they labeled him a communist. MLK was labeled a communist, and EK is labeled a terrorist.
So it is very important for us as a country to make sure that the people we put on that list, the evidence says that they are terrorists aimed at hurting the United States of America. Now, is there anybody anywhere that thinks the MEK wants to hurt the United States of America? What an absurd notion that is. And as Patrick said, we can't let the list, who goes on or who goes off, we can't let that become a political instrument.
Let me tell you, I've spent 34 years in public life, and I wouldn't risk my reputation, and I have a reputation for speaking my mind. I wouldn't risk my reputation if they paid me $1 million a year. If I didn't believe that the cross was just, I wouldn't be here for $1 million a year.
The United States is personally and politically responsible for the safety of those people. We signed pledges with them, we guaranteed them our security. They have the full faith and credit of the United States. So to abandon them now to al-Maliki and his surrogate masters in Tehran would be worse than an organization that has denounced violence and terrorism. It has surrendered its arms to the United States, which you'll hear about in a moment. It has pledged nonviolence and non-terrorism. It has been an assistant to the United States and other governments in providing information about the Iranian nuclear weapons program.
It needs to be listed as people that are actual threats to our national security. No one can argue with that. So you may not like MEK, you may not like the way they dress, you may not like the way they organize, you may not like people. That's irrelevant to the main issue at hand, and that is, are they a terrorist organization, and if not, they need to be delisted. Sure is. We need to replace Tehran, and I don't know many Americans who want to fight that fight. Why aren't we letting the Iranian opposition fight it for themselves? Why aren't we just at least getting out of the way and letting a well-organized, well-financed group begin to chip away at the power of Tehran and Khomeini and Ahmadinejad? That's my position.